Trattoria? Trattoria.
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 Trattoria al Forno.
Trattoria.
No.
Trattoria al Forno. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Disney dining review.
All right, so we're headed to the BoardWalk this evening to go to Trattoria al Forno, and I'm really excited. We've only been here for breakfast whenever the characters were there forever ago. Please bring those characters back. I want them back. But tonight we are going for dinner, and the menu looks fantastic.
So if you can't tell from the title of the restaurant, which I'm not going to attempt to say again, this is Italian. We've never eaten here for dinner, so I am very much looking forward to this. They have some very Italian dishes.
They do.
We've reviewed a couple of Italian places at Disney.
I don't remember being blown away by very many of them.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to some Italian. The appetizers look great. The entrees look great. What do we got?
Yes. So first, the cocktails look really good as well. They have all kinds of interesting looking things, like a couple that I'm eyeing is the Trattorita. See what they did there? And the Molto Bello, which I'm leaning towards that Molto Bello. It's got tequila, limoncello, lime juice, and agave nectar, which sounds really good. They do have a old fashioned that I'm sure Dan may have to try.
What about an old fashioned at an Italian restaurant? I mean, I guess, sure, yeah. Let's try it.
But they've got all kinds of yummy looking appetizers, from calamari to like a burrata ensalada thing to bruschetta. I mean, just
Man,
yummy, yummy, yummy.
I could just eat the appetizers.
I know, right? And then you get into the entrees where you've got anything from like a steak to veal ossobuco, a swordfish, some different pasta dishes, and then a plant-based bolognese or a truffle gnocchi. So I don't know what I'm gonna pick. I've looked at this menu a few times in the last like 48 hours and I still can't decide.
I'm excited to see what the waiter or waitress recommends, but there's only one way to find out, and I'm nursing this new tattoo, so I don't have my watch on, but I'm sure we're almost late because we usually are. So are you ready to do this?
Let's go.
Let's go. We have made it to Trattoria al Forno. We got our beverages. What'd you get?
Okay, so I got the Molto Bello, which is the one that I was actually eyeing and I talked about before we came. This is the first one he recommended. It's got tequila and limoncello and lime juice and agave nectar. It's pretty tart, but it's pleasant.
I got the old fashioned. It is made with Eagle Rare Bourbon, orange bitters, and agave syrup. So I like that. That's balanced. It's got one large ice cube. It's a good, solid bourbon. I'm a little bit weirded out that the Italian restaurant has better old fashions than like a lot of other places on Disney property. But whoever made this can at least, they can balance the very basic ingredients of an old fashioned that's actually very flavorful. The waiter just brought out ciabatta bread with garlic confit,
Which looks really good.
It looks very good. And we did not order this. We did order two appetizers. We ordered the calamari that comes with the lemon aioli and also the bruschetta, or bruschetta, however you say it. So let's just...
Or you're just dipping?
Might as well just go in, right? So it looks like it's an olive oil and then like roasted garlic in there. That's real good.
It's delicious. It's very garlicky, but I love garlic. And I love oil, so...
Very garlicky.
You know.
Okay, our appetizers came. This bruschetta looks amazing.
That looks
I love how that
really
looks.
good.
Should you... I'm gonna pick one up.
Sure. Okay. Very good.
It's got like almost a sweetness to the tomato mix.
Yeah, what I really like about it, so he asked if we wanted to add mozzarella to it, fresh mozzarella. We said yes, actually like a kind of a thick piece of mozzarella on there, which actually it gives it a really nice creaminess to it.
Yeah.
There is some balsamic on there, so that plays nicely with that sweetness.
Yeah.
What I really like is that the bread is crispy and the calamari, look at that. Man.
Oh, I think I got a pepper too. They have like breaded like banana peppers in there as well, which is a really kind of nice little balance between like the calamari and the kind of spicy tartness.
The lemon aioli is really lemony, like
Very lemony.
very lemony.
But it's nice.
It's good. The calamari is just a touch overdone. It's just a little chewy for me. I think I prefer the bruschetta, but it's not bad. Ironically, I just got a second old fashioned, and this one not nearly as good. So this is kind of why I always get old fashions, because the consistency is really key. Our food has arrived. I got the lasagna, which looks fantastic. It is like standing on end here. This is
It's a very impressive lasagna.
it's very interesting, but it looks great. I'm excited for that. What did you get over there? Oh, that's not good.
I got the shrimp pappardelle. This looks incredible, and I love that it looks like the tails were on, but then I actually like touched the shrimp, and they're not. Like the whole meat is out of the tails.
My lasagna. Okay, here we go.
That is a very unique way to present and cook a lasagna, and it's totally good.
There's not just a ton of sauce in it, but I don't hate it. Like I would normally want more sauce, but first bite, I really, really like it. There are multiple, there's different meats in it too, and it's all ground up really finely. Okay, so I'll form more opinions as we get through this, but
I'm a little
after the
jealous
first
that I
bite,
didn't get that hot
it's a
noodles.
very hot dish. Wow, there's a lot of steam coming out of that thing.
Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I'm not jealous anymore. There's a mix of like the noodles that are just well cooked, the shrimp, there's tomatoes, there's artichokes, there's capers.
Everything in that shrimp pappardelle, like everything's cooked really, really well, and then you like the sauce like just finishes off super nice. Like it's very, very like bright and flavorful and light. It's not like a heavy sauce at all. That's very, very good. Okay, I'm excited. Let's dig in.
All right, we got the tiramisu. I've never had a tiramisu served in a glass before.
I've never eaten it with a fork before, served in a glass.
You've never eaten it with a fork?
Not in a glass. I would think spoon for glass, because you can, right? So it's more like a trifle. It's like layers of tiramisu.
Okay.
Oh, that's lovely.
So I'm gonna dive in
I'll eat it with
before.
my fingers. I don't care.
Yeah. Before Dan steals it all, I'm gonna dive in and we're gonna finish this at home.
All right, we are back.
Before we get into this fabulous review, spoiler, if you're looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at fantasticalvacations.com. We plan Disney destinations, Universal cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts.
Let's just jump right in here because there were some very surprising things, both good and bad, about this restaurant. Let's start with ambiance and theming.
There are a couple ways to my heart whenever it comes to ambiance at a restaurant. One, provide me outdoor seating where I can be like in a patio setting. I love that. Two, give me an open kitchen where I can hear the what do you call the
Expediter?
is that what it is? The chef person.
The guy up front that's like...
The one that's like going 5 shrimps all day, and everyone's like, heard. It's just, I don't know. It makes me happy.
That being said, it wasn't like above and beyond. Like it wasn't like fireworks views or anything like that. And so it basically was the open kitchen. It was themed pretty well to Italian. I did like the open kitchen, but it was nice. And honestly, like when we first got set, there were people all around us, and there was a loud family with little kids, and they were running around and bumping chairs and all that, and that was not pleasant. But once they left, it quieted down enough. I mean, as much as you could expect from a restaurant with an open kitchen. And I mean, we weren't packed in like sardines, but there were a lot of tables in there. So it wasn't the best ambiance and theming, but it was pretty good, above average for sure.
It felt very Italian.
We gave it a 4.
Service. So I will say that our server might be possibly the most pleasant person that we've ever had service before. He was just absolutely lovely. He didn't like go into a storytelling or anything like that, but really made some like solid recommendations, checked on us frequently. I even noticed like he came by once to get our order and we were filming and he stepped away for a little bit. So like he didn't interrupt us while we were filming, which was kind of nice. I mean, it just, so he did a fantastic job.
He cleared dishes, he refilled waters before they got empty, didn't have to ask him. He was very, very solid. Very, very, not solid, like he was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, we gave him a 4.5.
Yep. Drinks. So my drink was quite good. It started out very, very tart, and then it mellowed a little bit, and it was a great sipper drink, and it was very strong for, I think it was like $16.50, and it was a good drink.
My first old fashioned was really well done. I mean, it was just a basic old fashioned, but it was very well balanced. Then I got a second one, and it was totally off. Like the spirits were overpowering and I didn't taste any sweetness at all and a little bitter. So like whoever made the second one either rushed through it, didn't know what they were doing. It was not the same person that made the first one. At least I hope it wasn't, because the same person should not have made both. So that brought our overall drinks down a little bit, just because you have to be consistent with your drinks. I can't recommend the best old fashions on property if I am worried that if you show up on one time, you're gonna get something great, and on the second time, you're gonna get something awful. So, not the best, honestly. But the first two drinks were very good.
So we gave it a 4.
Food here was actually really, really good. Star of the show, very, very tasty. The only thing, like I had a couple of very minor complaints. So like the sauce on my lasagna, as I ate through the lasagna, so I took the one bite, there was sauce basically on the plate, and then the lasagna didn't have sauce in it. It was like ricotta and 3 different meats ground up, just like in a very good pasta set on the sauce. But after that first bite, I cut it all up, and there wasn't enough sauce on the plate to like go around. Like it dried out very quickly, so it definitely needed more sauce. But the flavors were very, very good.
The calamari was a little overcooked. It was a little on the chewy side. I did like the little surprises of the banana peppers or pepperoncinis or whatever they were, like fried in there too. So it was like you picked one up and sometimes you didn't know. The bread that they bring out at the beginning with
free, by the way.
Yes,
for free.
With the garlic and oil.
It was good.
It was so good.
It was good. And I mean, everything else was fantastic. The tiramisu was like mind-blowing good.
Meal?
Yeah, that shrimp was...
Pappardelle. Oh my gosh.
And the bruschetta was very, very good as well. Like really, really well done. I loved the juiciness of the bruschetta topping and the crispiness of that bread underneath. Like it didn't get soggy.
Yeah.
So that was great.
I will say the bread that they brought at the beginning, the shrimp dish that I had, and the tiramisu are all 3 things that I'm gonna dream about and are gonna bring me back to this restaurant. Like they were that good.
We'll definitely be back. Anyway, all that to say, we gave food a 4.5.
Yep. So if you add all that up, it's 17, which makes the overall score 4.25, which I think is perfect rating for this restaurant on the BoardWalk. Like it was really, really good. I can't wait for face characters to come back to that breakfast, because I know the breakfast is already good and you bring face characters back to it.
The last thing I'm gonna say about this restaurant is there were a lot of things on that menu that I wanted to try, but we just couldn't physically eat it all. So like they have pizzas there, which they all looked fantastic coming out of the kitchen.
They do seasonal pizzas. So like there's one that changes.
And I mean, the chicken parm looked really, really good. Like just so many things. Just I really wanted to try. I will definitely go back and try the other stuff.
I'll probably keep getting the shrimp.
This is a solid choice. I highly recommend if you're staying anywhere in the BoardWalk area, or I'm not sure why you would leave Epcot to go get food, because there's lots to eat in Epcot, but if you just wanted something outside of Epcot, solid choice.
This is one that I would go out of my way for though. If you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
And we will see you on the next video.